Hey everyone, welcome back to Saturday Morning TOYTOONS, another edition of the weekly live stream on my channel in which we all gather around the modern day campfires of our computer monitors, our iPhone screens, what have you, and talk about everything that happened in the week in geek. How's everybody doing out there today? I had a really busy week. I got nothing done for the channel, I'm ashamed to say. Once more, I got nothing done for the channel. I saw that Keith Lee was asking after the Terry emoji of me smelling the bark speeder. Didn't even get that done. It was all sideshow all the time. 60 seconds into the live stream and I'm already thirsty. It's gonna be one of those streams, everybody. A whole lot happened this week. As everybody saw, we saw a Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure dropped by Hot Toys, as well as the lizard diorama from Spider-Man No Way Home. That was a lot of fun. Really cool figure. In fact, I briefly moved it up into my Spider-Man display just to see what it would look like. Wish I'd taken a photograph of it so I could show it to you guys. But then again, maybe not, because I am planning on showcasing a room tour of that room as soon as I get everything set up, as soon as I get all the DTOFs lit, everything hung on the walls. There's a new shelf that I'm going to add so that I can put up a couple pieces that I can't find room for in any DTOF because it's too big. They're too big. Multiple pieces. And yeah, trying to think of what else there was to talk about today. The penultimate episode of Secret Invasion came out. I'd love to pick everybody's brains and see what you all think about that show. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of struggling with it. I'm not thrilled. I'm finding things to like about it. I see what they're doing with it, but I feel like they're being successful at doing one thing and they're coming up a little bit short on other things. So we can talk about that later if you guys feel like it. We'll see how the comments go in the chats in regards to that. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, that's never good. Yeah, you got to protect those lenses. Anyway. Ooh. Always playing with toys. That is my life. Fun story. What I thought was there's been some line issues in my neighborhood, so to speak, and among all the things that have happened is a cable line dropped from the pole between my house and the neighbor's house, and the AT&T people came out to fix it yesterday. There was a tech and a repair person that showed up, and turns out they're both massive geeks. And when the tech person came inside to actually, she was trying to get me to convert from Verizon to AT&T for my cellular service. She was very successful with that. Actually, he's winding up saving me $50 a month on my bill. But she walked in and just geeked out. She was just a crazy geek. Loved Ghost. It's like we're like new best friends. Yeah. Awesome chick. And then she was like, dude, you got to come in here and see this guy. And the tech and the repair guy came in. It was the same freaking thing. The guy was just overwhelmed. So it's a lot of fun to walk into my house if you're a geek. As I'm sure you can imagine. Anyway, in addition to all that, I received a surprise in the mail this week. Actually, just yesterday. In the form of Locutus of Borg from my friends at EXO-6. So, yeah. Thank you, guys. This is a cuddly little Borg. I can't wait to crack him open and actually, that's kind of deceiving. I did crack him open already, and I've played with it a little bit, but then I put him back in the box so that you can share the experience. That's right. In other news, Piper's doing okay. She's gained a pound in a week. She's eating like crazy, and I'm basically just, uh-oh. Hey, Dobby. What's going on? You going somewhere? You got somewhere to be? Yeah? Okay, that's cool. Can you see him? He's so cute. He's wagging his tail. Anyway. Enough about that. Before we get rolling, I want to get up to the top and see how everybody's doing. Steve Nara will not be joining us. He made the questionable judgment of choosing to go into work as opposed to hanging out with us. So, that's cool, man. That's cool. Wants versus needs. That's something that I understand, but don't practice. AJ Agrusa is, just stopping in briefly. Look, a lot of that going around today. So he took his beard and left. Took his beard and went home. That sounds fun, dude. I'm doing the same thing. I'm straight up doing all kinds of decorating. Is that what it's called when you actually take all your stuff out of the box and put it on display? Anyway. Steve131 is here. Hey, Steve. How things over in England, buddy? Lululemon. I had to think about that. That's an inside joke, everybody. Ah, Lululemon. Let me take a moment. Yeah. I don't get out enough. Oh, dude, yeah. Sorry for that. But you'll get to catch it in the rerun. I know it's not as much fun, but still. Well, Kumar is here all the way from Malaysia. That's great. How's it going, buddy? Seriously, dude. The whole Snow Trooper, Darth Vader setup that you had going on over on your Instagram account. Choice. Chef's kiss good. Lane Kramer is also here. He's so prolific. He was legitimately posting here in the comment section, or in the chats, as well as sending me messages on Facebook at the same time. It's like he's figured out how to clone himself. Morning, fellow geeks. That's Keith Lee. He's my boy. My fellow St. Louisan via Toronto. No. Montreal? That's right. Montreal. I am Smith of Borg. Stuck in a Jeffries tube. That's exactly what happened, Steve. Thank you very much. Figure Posting channel is here. What's going on, Anthony? He's not actually here. He's actually driving around and listening to us live. He messaged me and said, yeah, you sent me a photo of that, and I actually put it on my hard drive with the intent of actually dropping it into OBS so that I could show it to everybody else. And I still might do that. Let's see if I can do it while I'm talking and saying hi to everybody. Moff Gideon. And let's see. Commander Green is here. My good friend Harold from Charlotte, North Carolina. Or just north of Charlotte, I think, right? And he's here. He's got a great Instagram channel. If you aren't... Instagram channel. It's not YouTube, Terry. Instagram account. If you're not following him, you should be, because he keeps getting better and better with his photography. Just did one recently this week that I was really enamored with. Yeah, so check him out. He's a lot of fun to follow. Let's see. Did I rename this? Whoa, that made it big. No. I thought I saved it, but apparently it's not saved yet. That's a pity. But I will upload another thing that I wanted to show you guys. It's related to a previous stream that we did a few weeks ago. There we go. I should turn that one off. Turn that one off. And let's go ahead and slide this over. A couple weeks ago, I did a unboxing and pose session with the Iron Man Origin 6-scale figure deluxe edition by Hot Toys. And I was talking about those clear armored bits that were covering up the actual painted armor components on that Iron Man armor. And I was of the opinion that those were meant to represent 3D like mock-ups, like holographic mock-ups of the eventual armor. But then I was shown this image by Bob Layton in the classic style that he used to do when he was drawing Iron Man. In order to really affect that shine, do you see how he just created those highlights along the edge and gave it the actual appearance of there being some clear plastic over it? Like there's a clear casing over the Iron Man armor bits. I'm now wondering if that wasn't meant to represent just that very thing. Here, I'm just going to bring it up again, because just look closely at it, and it legitimately looks in that image like there is like some sort of a clear component going on over the armor bits, right? I mean, I think that was Hot Toys' intent. And another thing that makes me think so is they just announced the new Iron Man comic book based. Man, I'm really dark. There we go. Yeah, now you can see me better. It's probably not a good thing. But yeah, I'm just thinking that was their intent now. Because they just announced that new Iron Man figure, and what they did with the new one is that, I mean, it's just like yellow, like mustard yellow and ketchup red, right? It's the condiment Iron Man. Oh my God, people are gonna start calling it that, and it's gonna fall on me. All we need is some pickles and some onion and a burger, and we're set. Oh God. But it looks cool, but obviously their intent was just to create in 3 dimensions the purest homage to comic book colored 1970s, 1960s comic book colors on their Iron Man figure. And I think it's really cool. I do think it's really cool. Haven't decided if I'm getting it or not yet, but I probably will. I didn't think I'd get the one that I got, and I wound up getting it anyway. Anyway, moving right along, Farès. This is here. How you doing, Farès? Good to see you. John Galgano is here, another Star Wars fan. Sorry, it's not Star Wars Day, man. But in my house, there is no Trek versus Wars. I am an equal opportunity geek. That's right. Dude, I did pick up some good stuff this week. Didn't I? I don't know. It's all starting to blend together. Well, obviously I got the Borg. But there was something else I got this week. Oh, it's probably of no concern to most of you out there, but I did get the latest hardcover edition of the Daredevil book by Chip Zdarsky, and really looking forward to reading that. I think I only read the first 2 issues of that, and then I said, I'm going to have to binge this whole thing. So I collected a lot of the floppy copies, and then I stopped collecting floppy copies, so I've been picking up the rest in hardcover. Longer explanation than I needed. Oh, you got Moon Knight coming, Keith? That's exciting. That's a great figure, man. You're going to have a lot of fun with that. A lot of fun. Desmond Hassing is here. Good to see you, Desmond. Are you at Comic-Con? Just occurred to me that a lot of the people who would normally be on this stream are probably at Comic-Con. Or maybe not. There's Bad Wolf Media. Oh, I missed your comment from up above. After a rockin' hair band Friday night, who did you go see? Who did you go see? And oh, G.I. Joe Classified. I see. All right. Because they just announced Cobra Commander and Destro. And I'm just stoked. I'm never going to own them, but I think they look so cool. Yeah, Fig Zero, 3-Zero's Fig Zero line is just really on point and really just awesome and fun. Really digging it. Some guys here. Happy Saturday to you as well, sir. Yeah, I got to cut the grass too, dude. The backyard this time. It's getting pretty lengthy. Yeah, I kind of like long grass up to a point. Once it goes to seed, then it sucks. But you know, I grew up out in the country, and we had a lot of like empty lots with long grass on them, so it just kind of reminds me of home. Laura Quiles moved the TV and TV stand by herself to access a power outlet. Are you... One sympathizes, by the way. I'm actually doing a lot of that myself in my bedroom right now. I actually let the tech lady from AT&T into the bedroom, so she... I guess the first person to see it was Scott Heinemeyer, so she's only the second person to actually see how the bedroom is shaping up, and it really is shaping up pretty well, if I do say so myself. It is a very, very nice... It looks better than this. I like it better than this room so far, and I'm not done yet, so we'll see how far it goes. Yeah, there we go. Talking about that. Let's see. Don't forget anybody, especially TK421. What's going on, dude? Did you do any videos this week? If you did, I missed them. Between Sideshow Con and my own projects, I just haven't had time to watch much on YouTube. HS is here from Michigan. What's going on? Ninian? HS Ninian, okay. Enjoyed watching that Saturday's replay. Cool. Oh, you got to hang out in some nature. That's fun. I haven't done that in a long time. Yeah, working on the tear emoji, bro. Working on the tear emoji. Not really. I'm just working on thinking about doing it. Stephen Rosen is here. You told me you'd be here, and you followed through on your threat. Well done. The ad on YouTube was the same one as on the TV? Are you doing it both places? Weird. Hello, Simo. What's going on, John? Oh, dude, that Gotham by Gaslight's really gorgeous. Really gorgeous. I just gave it a cursory glance the first time that I saw it, but then Richard Leong actually posted about it on his Facebook, I think I saw it on, and said a few things about the sculptor of the piece, and I gave it a closer look after his comment, and it looks really, really great. I mean, it's not in my wheelhouse, but for those of you who are Batman fans who like to buy statues, that's going to be a good one. Melissa K, hey, shopping with mom, so once again I'll have to catch the replay. Not mad at you, not mad at you. Yeah, that's it. It's just, okay, talking about Secret Invasion. Let's interrupt right now and we'll talk about Secret Invasion for a little bit, because that's exactly the feeling that I've got from it. And I see what they're trying to do here. I see that they're trying to talk about a bit about race relations. I feel like there's a little bit of the acceptance thing. You want to live in your own skin kind of a thing. So there's like an LGBTQ element coming to light in that. I think they're just trying to have that discussion through the show, but I think that they've done it in a way that sacrifices the fun factor. They're not like they killed. Spoiler alert! But if you haven't been watching it, I'm sorry. All right, they killed a major character off in the first episode, or maybe the second episode. Can't remember. And I felt nothing. I didn't feel like, oh, it was just like, oh, all right, well, they're gone. Okay. And that normally doesn't happen with me. I normally feel it when a major character is sacrificed in some way like that. And it just didn't play well for me. And again, everything else is just like going through the motions. I feel like they gave, and they're doing the same thing with other shows too. Like the way that Moon Knight was talking about mental health was just that was just one of the underlying commentaries that they were doing with that show. Same thing with WandaVision. With WandaVision, they were talking about PTSD and trauma and how it affects people. But with those shows, they were able to bring the wow factor to bear. It's like they're trying to make a decision. Okay, do we want to tell this story, or do we want people to be excited and have a lot of fun watching it? And you've lost a lot of the fun. I've lost a lot of the fun element with Secret Invasion that I thought that there would be, and it's just really not there. The performances are great. Everybody's doing a fantastic job. Yeah, mostly. Yeah. No one's phoning it in. Let's just say that. No one's phoning it in. There's some effort going into the performances, but I just feel like, I don't know. I'm not at all excited about the finale. One episode coming out next week, and I'm just like, all right, I'll watch it. In for a penny, in for a pound. Anyway, moving right along. Christina Payne is bringing the pain. Hello, good to see you. Slow burn, definitely a slow burn, and I'm normally very comfortable with a slow burn. Very comfortable with it. And Sam Jackson's doing great. I mean, Fury's story is compelling. Again, we're talking about trauma. He was traumatized apparently by the blip. Felt powerless for the first time in his life. Comes back 5 years later, and he's behind the times. He's behind the game. I get that. Lane Kramer's got Casca coming in on Monday. Oh, dude, that was my question. Where is the real Rhodey? Is he in that compound with all the other people that they've doubled? I'm guessing that's where he is. So that kind of brings. God, please don't. Well, he can't be dead because Armor Wars is coming, and he's a key factor in Armor Wars. So my guess is he's at that compound. So that actually adds a little bit of dread. Yeah, of dread that something might happen. There might be some sort of a consequence, like we might lose Rhodey. But we already know that because they told us that he's going to be a big part of Secret Wars. Secret Wars. Not Secret Wars. Hey, Piper. Do not pee in the bed. That is not a good place to pee. Good girl. Okay. Scared me for a second. We've already had one accident today. Yeah, he's going to be in Armor Wars. And so there's no real fear there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just need to go back and rewatch it. But every single episode has just left me like, all right. I'm enjoying Hijack more than I'm enjoying this on Apple TV+. Yes, held in stasis. Everybody's agreeing. Renz Tolentino is here. Greetings. Welcome to the stream. Rob Perisho joins us as well. I feel like I already said hi to you. Did I? Jedi Chris is here. And where did they get Groot's DNA? That's a valid question. I'm assuming they got it. I mean, that guy's been, when he was on Earth. I honestly don't know. Maybe I need to go back and watch I Am Groot. Maybe something happened in I Am Groot that would explain that. Yeah, apart from the obvious inclusion of Extremis, which they still haven't actually come out and said, but it's very clear that they've somehow used the Extremis enhancel on themselves. Where they got it, who knows? But the whole underground arms thing in the Marvel Universe and the MCU is very real. Yeah, we saw that with Claw and everything. Chevelle is here. Greetings. No, man, I think that her scroll power was the thing about the Super Scroll is that the Super Scrolls have multiple powers. In the original MCU, in the original Marvel Universe, obviously, the original Super Scroll had the powers of the entire Fantastic Four, which made him really cool and really formidable. So multiple powers is like part of that character's DNA. So, obviously, I'm guessing that they all have the Extremis Enhancel, the ability to heal from pretty much any damage. But not everything, so we know they're still killable. Oh, dude, oh, you mean the new one? Yeah, I like it. I don't think I want to get it. I mean, I would happily get it, but I don't want to pay for it. I want to. I want to get my hands on it. I want to play with it, but I don't need to own it. I've got so many Iron Man figures, as you will all see when I do that video. All of you members, all you channel members. By the way, I want to thank our channel members. The Royal Hour. I want to thank the channel members again for participating. I do promise that there will be more exclusive content coming your way soon. I apologize for being so busy the past couple weeks. I had to basically pick up the load for the whole team while they were preparing for Sideshow Con. So I've been doing kind of double duty there. Hopefully that'll lighten up a little bit. There are a couple of other things that I'm working on for them, but I think I still have time to do what I want to do. Bitter Troll is here. What's going on, Troll? I mean that in that good way. It sounds like Keith Lee already covered everything that I just talked out about. Rune Samuelson is here. Hey, dude, what's going on? All the way from the other side of the pond. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree. Farès has... Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm well enough, my friend. Well enough. I'm assuming you were talking to me. Yeah, you know, That's an evolution, and obviously, Iron Man evolved, the look of Iron Man evolved heavily during the late 90s, and coming into like 2000, 2001, when Warren Ellis was writing the original Extremis story with Adi Granov doing the art on that, and when he created the Extremis armor, that kind of was a step in the direction of the look they were going for. Obviously, it evolved. The MCU armor evolved more towards that as they got into the Mark 50. But Adi Granov's design definitely showed itself first in the MCU, shifted the overall look of Iron Man dramatically, and that's what led to the overall look for the way that Iron Man looks in the MCU. Everybody probably knew that. I'm just talking to hear myself talk at this point. The floor at SDCC isn't open for a couple. Yeah, time zones. Time zones. Got it. Yeah. Oh, did you? Huh. That's out? I didn't know. Where did you get it? Is it available on Amazon? Inquiring minds want to know. Particularly this one right here. HasLab came to us with the Ghost from Ahsoka and Super 7. Oh, so they did announce it? They did announce the Ghost? That's fun. 14 Wellington is here. What's going on, dude? You had breakfast. So did I. It was delicious. I cook a mean breakfast. I really do. It's actually the only meal that I usually bother to cook from scratch is breakfast. But I go all in. There's like lentils and stuff. And spinach and all kinds of goodness. Oh, yeah, I totally missed that. I didn't even see the announcement of that. So, yeah, I'll check that out later. Although I have had my own hands on that. A lot of fun. First time hearing of it today. I'm thrilled as hell. I'm going to go ahead and, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up right now. I want to see HasbroPulse.com. Oh, my God. Oh my God. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my God. All right, how much is it? $500. Fun. Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh, crap. Stop asking me questions, Hasbro. I don't care. Wow. This is 3 point. Wow. This is amazing, people. Go to HasbroPulse.com right now and look at this because, oh my God, they've got the bunks. They've got cabins. Got all 4 of the seats in there, in the cockpit. Show me the guns. There they are. The guns look kind of, eh. The barrels aren't open. The barrels are sealed off. But it's a toy. It's not a model. You have to remember that when you're looking at these things. Retractable landing gear. 360-degree swiveling turret on the top. They've got. Oh wow! They did the Phantom version 2, the Phantom 2. F4. Those of you who like jets know that. All these different. Okay, it's 34 point. It's almost 3 feet long, and it's more than 2 feet wide. This is incredible. I've really got to figure out how to do screen stuff because I'm wasting valuable time here. Incredible, incredible thing. And what sucks about it is that I know that the funding ends in 46 days. Oh, they need 8,000. And they've already got 5,370. They'll hit it. They'll hit it. They're about to have 5,371. So in 46 days, 13 hours, and 27 minutes, I'm going to have money in the bank. Because they take that money out immediately. Guess I better get busy on that divorce. There's a video for it too. Everybody looks very happy at Hasbro. Okay, very cool. I'm done looking at that now. So wow, thank you both to Lane Kramer and to Marlon Braswell for bringing that to my attention. Very thrilled. Very, very freaking thrilled. If I caught up and said hi to everybody, not Big Dog Pound. Desmond says, I feel like Secret Invasion was just released poorly. The show is fine, it's just not well suited to a weekly release. They should drop slow burn shows all at once. I've always thought that. And there have been times where I've had the same experience that I'm having with Secret Invasion. And I've gone back and binged the entire thing after it ended, and I was fine. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. It's the same reason that I gave up collecting comics. I couldn't bear the month-long wait between issues anymore. There's too much going on up here now, and it pushes out. I guess my memory deprioritized the plot lines of comic books, and so by the time I got the next issue, I was just taken out of it, right? So Big Dog Pound is here. Arr! Dobby goes in the bedroom and pouts when I do this live stream. He's so weird. Anyway. Oh, Toquest 101's here. What's up, Miguel? I gotta work on getting on that live stream we talked about. I don't know if it's feasible, but we'll see. Yeah, that's true too. The chat's just skipped a bunch of people, guys, so if I miss out on anybody's comments, then I apologize. Given that this whole invasion is predicated on a broken promise, which was kind of a dumb promise, was Captain Marvel doing anything to find them a home, or just giving them sanctuary on Earth already? That's a good question. That's a good question that has not been answered. What is Captain Marvel up to? We will find out this fall in the Marvels. Really jazzed for that movie. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most, I think, this year. Wow. Oh, wow, man. Second breakfast. You are a hobbit. I knew it. Thanks for asking. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Tired today. I got up at like 5. I had stuff to do. I had to box up Spider-Man and the Lizard and send them back to Sideshow. They're still here. They're just in a box by the door. $500 price tag, man. God. Well, it's worth it. It's worth every penny, based on what I'm seeing. Tooling costs alone would have to be a nightmare on that. I'll be really anxious to see. Hopefully they get to them, but hopefully they fully fund it and we get all the upgrades. There's a technical term for that, but it escapes my mind. It'll be interesting to see if one of the stretch goals is the Phantom, the original Phantom, because I know we got the Phantom 2, which I think was the oh, what would you call that? The shuttle? I'm taking your pod. You will not be taking our pod today, sir. The Ghost is a coffee table. It might replace mine. I don't know where I'll put it. I really don't. Maybe I can't. Maybe I shouldn't get it because I don't have a place to put it. I mean, I've already got a Razor Crest in my basement that I don't have room for. I smell a giveaway. No. Oh, man. Sometimes I amuse even myself. Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. I think we've already we've seen Hera at the helm. I'm assuming she wasn't piloting the Phantom. Yeah, we'll see the Ghost. They're holding that back. They're saving that. Yeah, I get that impression too, or at least that's the impression that the Skrulls have. I'm sorry, my mind's thinking about that. My wife is watching Men in Kilts, and it reminded me of one of my favorite graphic novels, Punisher: Blood on the Moors. I forgot Cam Kennedy did the artwork on that. I don't think I ever saw that. Watched that, brother. Read that. So, it's a visual medium. Men in Kilts. I'm not even remotely familiar with that. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I wish I had that kind of restraint, but I hate spoilers. And that's why I trudge through them at this point, just because if something big does happen. It's FOMO. Straight up FOMO. I want to have that experience. Yeah, I didn't have that experience with Andor. Andor left me, every episode left me like, oh! God, gotta wait a week. And I just kept rewatching those episodes because they were so tight and just so well done. Yeah, dude, the Ms. Marvel series, I think I'd have to go back and think about them. What is my favorite Marvel MCU television series, streaming series? I know that Ms. Marvel is at the very least in the top 3, if not the top 2. Loki and probably WandaVision round that out. Yeah, pretty sure. There might be a show or two that I'm forgetting. Falcon and the Winter Soldier wasn't it. It was a great show and I enjoyed every minute of it, but I just appreciated elements of those top 3. Thanks. Yeah, as you noticed, I remembered it like 30 seconds. The Rebels crew minus Sabine. It's a funny one to leave out, isn't it? I wonder why. Oh, thanks, man. You're there for me. I get it. Thanks for the other night, by the way. Keith and Allie Lee and I hung out at a bar. An awful bar. Watching a great band. Yeah. I got really drunk. Wow, it was a good time. Thank you. I'm a bit depressed at how quickly streaming has spoiled audiences to the point of a building story without an immediate payoff is too slow. Yeah, I get that, but I sometimes feel like those of us who complain about it do have a valid point. Not always, but there are people who overuse that complaint, and I agree with you 100% that there is attention spans are growing shorter. I include myself in that statement. You bring up an interesting point. That's going to be a priority for me, and it's possible that the do-back will have to win in that competition of wants versus needs. What's more important? And I can make room for the do-back. It's not that big. Not nearly as big as the Ghost would be. It is, however, going to be more expensive than the Ghost, I predict. I'm going to guess $650, something like that for the do-back. And I'm basing that on the price point for Mandalorian and Blurg. And the dewback is a lot more complex than the blurg, and a couple years have passed since since those two things were announced. Since the two blurgs were announced. I guess 3, because you could get the solo blurg too. Which I have. I have 2 blurgs here, but only 1 on display because space. The final frontier. Speaking of which, what time is it? 15 minutes until posing time. And by the way, if you guys aren't watching, Foundation on Apple TV Plus, again, Apple TV Plus is bringing the heat with sci-fi, man. The first season is great. Again, kind of a slow burn. And there's a lot of the philosophy that's going on there. They introduce little aspects of the religion that goes into it, and they really drive that home. Now in this season, a lot of stuff is happening, and it seems to be moving at a faster pace. There's a lot more action, so I think that they probably got that little note and took it to heart. So it's very exciting. It's very fun. Jared Harris is so good as Harry Seldon. He's so good at everything. He just inherited his father's DNA insofar as that's concerned. More importantly, what was the Punisher wearing under the kilt? Authenticity. We strive for authenticity. Yeah. The thing about that for me is I have low sales resistance, so to speak. So it's very easy for me when I start watching a show in which all the episodes drop at once to just binge it in its entirety and stay up until 1 or 2 in the morning and just watch the whole damn thing. I will do that, and I've done that a lot. I've even done that on rewatches of these shows. I don't take breaks. I just... Okay. You know, it's like a... Oh, God, what is it? Portlandia. The Portlandia episode with the Battlestar Galactica thing. Next one! If you haven't seen the Portlandia episode featuring Battlestar Galactica, treat yourself to, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes if you include the second sketch where they actually tried to go find Ronald D. Moore and did find him eventually. You have to see this. It's so hilarious. So hilarious. Oh, are they? Obviously, I've not been paying attention to Comic-Con. I think I went through a little pop culture fatigue recently. Yeah, I needed a little bit of a break, and it just so happened to coincide with Comic-Con, where it's exhausting trying to keep up with everything that's happening on Comic-Con, even when you're working for Sideshow. And seriously, I think if I was there on site, I'd probably know more than I do. But because I'm here and I can allow myself to be distracted, then... Oh, I forgot about What If. Yeah, dude, that's a good one. That's a really good one too, man. I've seen that in its entirety a couple of times and love every episode. I love the style of artwork, how it just looks like it's a comic book come to life. Brilliant stuff. Wow, that's interesting. Really? Huh. Well, that's got to be hard. I mean, how do you... It's not like you can hire a high school student to come into the writing room and be like, yeah, kids aren't like this. Is there anything out there? Are there any shows out there about kids, young adults, whatever you want to call them, with which those young adults actually feel they can connect? I would be curious to know the answer to that question, because it's got to be hard. I don't know. What I can tell you is, based on a lot of the kids around my neighborhood, is that young adults are assholes. Just freaking sociopaths. And I'm not a fan. Get off my lawn. My car's been keyed by young adults. Yeah, the kids around here are just destructive. One of my neighbors just came out to her and she had like bubble gum stuck under her car door handles and on all of her headlights, and yeah, just grossness. Oh, that's cool. WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Oh, for God's sake, how did after I came out as such an advocate for She-Hulk in the midst of all the hate, how could I have forgotten She-Hulk? Yeah, there's a lot of good Marvel TV out there. I just don't know that Secret Invasion is going to be my favorite once it's all said and done. Oh yeah, beyond a shadow of a doubt, dude. Seriously. White Pauldron Sand Trooper. I actually dragged my orange Pauldron Sand Trooper out of the archives and put him in a DTOF with Jawa and Tusken Raider. Sure, it's the Tusken Raider from Mandalorian, but it's Tatooine. It's just like a Tatooine shelf. And Tatooine is so integral to all things Star Wars that you really have to. It's possible. Anything's possible. We'll see. There are certain questions that have to be answered before I would release one of my blurgs. We'll see. Who are you going to put on it? You're a Marvel guy, so you're going to put like an Iron Man figure on him? That would be fun. That would be so fun. Give Iron Man a sword, a lightsaber. Yeah. Yeah, lightsaber in one hand, laser blast coming out of the laser blasting arm on the other. Mark 7. I'm sensing a Mark 7 doing this. Maybe. Yeah, Silo is, oh, so good. So good. Yeah, I almost picked up a dewback. There's one available in a shop in LA. Has some minor flaking on some of the leather, I want to say. And maybe like a chip on the saddle, or scratch on the saddle from where the figure was sitting for obviously a long time. But yeah. Yeah, if you guys aren't getting Apple, dude, seriously. Oh, Tehran is great. Isn't that good? I haven't watched the second season yet, but the first season was just, man, first season made me want a cigarette. First of all, it was just, the tension in that show is so on point, and the characters are all just like, even that asshole with the Royal Guard is just, I sympathize with him so much, or empathize, I should say, with him so much. But yeah, brilliant stuff. And we haven't even gotten into the part with Glenn Close yet. I haven't even seen Glenn Close on the screen yet. So yeah, it's good. Thank you for reminding me of that. I was wondering what I was going to watch next. I'd completely forgotten. I haven't gone through fatigue, but it was weird. With several weeks off of shows, I posted a handful of toy photos. Now with SDCC going on, yeah. By the way, yeah, check out Bad Wolf Media. It's Bad Wolf Quincy on Instagram, because he's a great concept photographer, man. Your stuff is beautiful. I don't think that's the intent, but I'd be happy with it. Oh, is it really? Now you got me. Yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. Luis Esquivia? Obviously, I don't speak Spanish. Howdy. So good to see you all. Yeah, good to see you too, man. It's always good to have you in the chats. You're very enthusiastic, and I like enthusiasm. Speaking of enthusiasm, I'm going to enthusiastically pose up. This won't be hard. Pose up a... Where's the hat? Should I wear it? It's too hot for this wool cap. Obviously, I haven't even done that yet this week. Oh, look. The directions for Kotska Reeves. Sitting here the whole time. Oh, yeah, I gotta put this speeder bike up there. I've got all my LAATs on display in the bedroom now. It's kind of cool. It's like X-Wing helmet, LAAT. X-Wing helmet, LAAT. And I took... Do I have any out here? No, I don't. I have these hexagonal acrylic stands that I use for first looks. I bought way too many of them, so I took some of those and I used them to elevate the LAATs, and they're so clear, the acrylic is so clear that it kind of looks like they're flying. You can at least see the bottoms, the undersides of them, so that's a bonus. So check this out, everyone. Speaking of check... Oh, wait. Shit. Y'all may have noticed that I haven't drunk a drop of coffee this entire time. This is interesting for me, Bad Wolf. As a military guy, I'm loving SEAL Team. It was quite a shift when in the middle of a season they moved from network TV to streaming. The first F-bomb from David Boreanaz. David Boreanaz is in that? Get the hell out of here. That's great news. Okay, I might be into that. But I've often wondered just like how, because you weren't a Marine, were you? You were Navy, right? You weren't Air Force. Army or Navy? Army. Anyway, tell us in the chats. I've often wondered how how military people would feel about that show. I mean, is it good? Is it? But I don't know. Okay, I'll check it out. There's a guy that I know that I don't talk to anymore because he's just intolerable. But it is a great shirt, though, right? Yeah. There you go. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Cool. Got it. 1 second. Yeah, I guess I'll check that out. And with David Boreanaz in it, it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm a big Buffy and Angel guy. Have been. I stumbled upon Buffy the Vampire Slayer about halfway through season 1 and never looked back. Never looked back. It was a weekly thing that people would come over to my apartment at the time and just hang out, drink beers, watch Buffy and whatever came on after it. I think first it was like, was it Dawson's Creek? Maybe? I don't know. But then Angel came along, so that was the Slayerverse 2-pack. And then we go out. We go out and party. I'm making coffee. Yay for coffee. Look at it go. Yummy. Gotta swirl it. What can I use to swirl it? There we go. Swirling it, make sure you get every last drop. What am I gonna do with these coffee grounds? Mmm. Fresh coffee grounds in the morning. Crunchy. Crunchy. SEAL Team's advisors and a couple of co-stars are former SEALs and Delta operators, so it's about as accurate as you can get while still being a dramatic TV series. All right, I applaud that. I'm in. What's it on now? It's on Paramount Plus? Great. I have concerns about streaming. I kind of liken streaming services in my head to, say, social media companies and crypto. And my concern is that there's not a whole lot that's going to be holding them up. And eventually there will be a collapse of social media. Sorry, not social, well, that too, but eventually I feel like there's going to be some sort of a collapse of streaming services. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyway, coffee mug. All right. Put this over here. All right, so check this guy out. That's exciting. Dude, when those DVDs came out, I mean, that was the beginning of binge watching for me. When those sets would come out, I would legitimately stop everything that I was doing and just for the entire day watch Buffy or Angel. Yeah. Loved those shows so much. So here's Locutus. And you can't get Locutus without cute. Jesus, 6 seasons. Yeah, see? Okay. Yeah, I've been predicting this for a long time. I put some, I don't want to say a lot of thought, but I put some thought into the structure of them and how they get money, and I'm just like, there's no way. You know, I'm looking at Disney Plus and the amount of money that they were initially putting into the TV shows. But then I look at hate to keep beating on it, but Secret Invasion. And I'm like, it feels like they're saving money. They're trying to save money, that there's some serious cost cutting going on in some of these. And I think that they're coming to realize that they can't, the quality of television, the cinema quality of television they're hoping to produce for all these shows, it's not sustainable. It's not sustain. They're gonna have to start doing triage, like diverting the money towards shows like The Mandalorian that are. That's one of the things that legitimately is why a lot of people are subscribing to Disney Plus is for that. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, but here's Locutus. I will stop being distracted by the chats for a minute. But check this packaging out. This is my first figure from EXO-6, and I've seen Nanjing Tam talk about the packaging, the efforts that he's put into packaging, making it environmentally friendly and attractive, and also safe for the figures in the long term. And just I love the gatefold design. This like recessed. The back here is just kind of like recessed a little bit, and there's this gatefold that opens up this way and onto a pretty sweet design on the inside. First of all, you got the credits of everybody at EXO-6. Look how small that company is. Now, obviously, they have all the people at the factory that they have their own factory. I mean, it's China, so there's no property ownership, but they have exclusive access to this factory. But yeah, all those fine people involved with creating this, including the great Sean Dabbs. I don't know Godwin Nerona, but Sean Dabbs I am familiar with. David Steffen is a longtime friend of mine. I've been texting him this week, and Nanjing Tam is the guy who. Well, he's the master. He's the one at the forefront, the one that's actually project managing every single one of these figures. He's a madman, absolute madman. I've hung out with him a couple of times. He's absolutely delightful, high energy. I like his energy a lot. Very exciting, very exciting, very excited. So anyway, let's go ahead and pop this off. And there's a nice foam cover in there protecting everything. And then you take that off, and lo and behold, there sits Locutus of Borg. Just gonna stand up here so I can see what I'm showing you. There we go. Now, just loving the foam. It's similar to the foam that Hot Toys uses in their DX line, which is my preferred way of having my figures protected. I don't like plastic for many reasons, not the least of which is what it does to the environment. I think, the sooner we can stop doing the whole single-use plastic thing, the better. I'm a big fan of what Jason Momoa, his efforts on that in that area. So let's go ahead and get him out of here. He doesn't come with much. He doesn't need to. There were almost no accessories for Locutus of Borg. So here's the figure in the box. There is some assembly required. Look at how good that looks. It's the lighting's a little hot on him, so he's actually not quite as washed out as he appears. Well, I guess he is. He's kind of washed out. Pretty close. He looks dead, which I guess was by design. But let's go ahead and get some close-ups of these of all these different components. Look how well the costume reads. The texture on the costume is just lovely. There's a fabric undersuit? Yeah. Yeah, ribbed fabric undersuit there. And then there's this guy, which is friction fit and magnetized. So, and this is where the assembly comes in. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be unplugged like it was when it came to me, but it was. So I'm gonna have to attach that. He's got this weird, that hand. And then he's got, is this another? Yeah, this is interesting. Slightly less relaxed hand. The only question is, which hand am I going to use to have him holding the cup of Earl Grey tea? Somewhere down in the basement is the Quantum Mechanics Picard that I don't display. Okay, I'll show you that too. And it's it has a cup of Earl Grey tea hot. Tea Earl Grey hot. So when I display my Borg, Locutus, I'm going to have him holding a cup of Earl Grey. Some may consider that to be disrespectful. Okay. Will not stand on its own. No, it does. Okay, good. Yeah. He's heavy. He's really, really heavy. I question whether or not the ankles would support the weight, but it's good. We're good. Let's go ahead and get this apple box up here. Okay. Get that out of the way. Locutus is pulling my hair. Childhood schoolboy tactics. I see. That's how the Borg are these days. I expected a better quality of villain out of you, Locutus. Alright, before I move this up here, let's go ahead and showcase this stand. I don't know if... I would assume that pretty much everybody out there is familiar with EXO-6's work on their stands and what they've done. But they are really, really lovely. And this is my first time seeing one in person, I believe. And but I've always admired them from afar. Oh, did I scratch it? No, it's one of my hairs. I frequently think that I've scratched acrylic stuff, and it almost always winds up being one of my hairs. Their stands are a transporter pad. Isn't that cool? Not only that, but each stand comes with an overlay that you can use to make one big transporter pad, and by putting all these hexagonal bases together and having your figures all in a big circle, you make one big transporter pad out of it. So cool. And here's the best part. Oh, maybe. No, I'm wrong. Okay. For some reason, I thought there were magnets in the base. I was wrong. That's not it. There we go. Now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a stand, a support in there. So let me drag that out. And there's this. What was that? Oh, shit. Easy. Losing stuff. Dobby, welcome back. Hey, boy. Good dude. Okay, this is interesting. This is a very unique way of doing this. But I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, assuming I can get this thing to grab focus for me. Yeah. But see those slats in the middle? Just use my super high forehead for... That's where this goes. It just slides right in. So you can just pick whatever part of the base you want this to go onto and slide it home. Allegedly. Gotta find it first. Yeah. There we go. Boom, done. All right. Yay, a base. It's lovely. It's really a good looking base once you get the figures on there. They also come with, what do I do with it? Today's Lost Piece segment is brought to you by... Oh, God. Let's pause really quick. Oh, yeah, Anthony, for his video work, right. Max, Netflix, Disney Plus, and Apple TV. I'm fine with that lineup. I'm fine with that lineup. Those are really the only ones. I mean, Paramount Plus, obviously, I like a lot, but I could do without most of the others. Seriously. Word. That's yeah. Locuti? Aw, cutie. Locuties? That's it. The Locuties. I'm calling it. That's canon. Oh, you got that one, huh? Yeah. I had multiple opportunities and I was just like, gotta be good. Gotta be good. And I think that EXO-6 is probably trying to break my resolve with this. And it may be working. They're sending me something else this week, but I can't tell you what it is. Oh, wow. Keith Lee is not aware of Locutus. That's funny. Arguably the best of the show. Yeah, possibly. And it happens during a season break, right? Parts 1 and 2 happen, or is that how they open the season? I'm pretty sure that it's parts 1 and, like, the part 1 was the final episode of season 4? 3 or 4. And part 2 was the season premiere for the subsequent season. And man, Oh, you know what? He's doing the same thing with he just announced this morning that he's doing the same thing with the Wrath of Khan figures. Yeah. So that's exciting. Those I will collect. Yeah, they really did, didn't they? Yes, cliffhanger season 3 to 4 or 4 to 5. I can't remember which one it is either, but okay. Anyway, so two things have to happen before I go any further with this figure. One is I have to pour my coffee. And two is I have to effect a repair because I've already broken it. There's a lot of fragile elements on this. So be careful when you're pulling it out of the packaging. I was not, and a piece popped off. Very easy fix. I want to say it's friction fit. Hang on. It's hard to do from this angle, and it's still dripping, so I don't want to get it on my desk. Ah! Spillage. Fuck. Down you go. Piper, don't drink that. It's not for you. Can you imagine a dog on coffee? A bad dog on coffee. Sorry, Piper, I didn't mean that. I meant blind dog on coffee. God, I'm awful. Okay. So everybody can see Locutus pretty good, right? Let's put him here in the center so we can get a focus on him. And I think, just to save time, I'm not going to put this little piece back on him. I'm just going to pose him up without it. Wow, they're totally all friction fit. I was told by EXO-6 that they did this intentionally. All these little pieces are friction fit so that they won't break. They'll come loose, and you have to put them back together, but they will not break off. Brilliant. There's a lot of brilliant. Yeah, look at that. I fixed it. It's probably going to pop right back off again. Yep, sure did. It's not on there terribly tight. So let's go ahead. You have to line these things up because each hose is of a different length, and that's how you can tell where to line them up, because the different ports for these cables and hoses are, well, obviously they're set at the length that they need to be. So there's that one. Just gonna flex this up here, give myself more access. Where's that one go? Oh, that one goes there, huh? Wow. Longer than it needs to be. There we go. That's in. This song rocks, by the way. I'm not sure what it is. Looks like it's called Shame by a band called Carvings. And one more hose. One more hose. Broses before hoses. Ah, crap. I think that's in. All right, let's look at that. Looking good. Probably could rotate that around a little bit. That would help matters immensely. This is some finesse level work here, and it's not the best lighting, so I apologize for this taking so long. Yeah, I can't even get the hoses to stay in. There we go. Yeah, I can't see the holes. The ports. Hole sounds bad. His name is Scott Lang. He's from a planet called Earth, and he has 7 holes. Is that right? There we go. I wasn't going to do this, but now I am. It's going to fall right off, so why waste time? Anyway. So, there's not a lot of posability on him. Range of motion is not awesome, but because of the costume, the limitations of the costume that he was wearing on set, he also didn't do a whole lot. So, you might be tempted to just leave it like this. And that would be fine, because it's very much a Locutus pose. But I think we can do better. In fact, I'm going to do this one backwards. Just feeling cocky. Oh, fuck, it just set my... stuck my thumb in some hot coffee. We'll clear that off. And here's how we're going to do this. First of all, we're going to fix that broken hose. Close enough. We're going to raise the arm as much as it will go and turn it inward a touch. Rotate Locutus's head. Oh, I should have put the batteries in. Batteries sold separately, by the way. And we're going to turn Locutus's torso. Just a touch. And there he is. Done! You could be forgiven if you wanted to spread his legs a little bit wider. Give him a little bit of a wider stance. Like that. Do something with this arm. Make it look more robot-like, cyborg-like, Borg-like. I think I turned the head a little too much. Let's work the feet. I don't want the feet to be parallel to each other. Get that groin grabber support up there to give him all the support he needs. What's that noise? And there we go. Done. Are any of the joints ratcheted? Not that I can detect. Not that I can detect. Let's see. Put him in a flying kick action pose. Straight from Bitter Troll, man. Straight from Bitter Troll. That comment is pure Bitter Troll. 1 second. My neighbor is outside doing... A branch from my neighbor's tree fell and fell across my fence. So there's a tree branch in my yard, and it's been there for like a week. And she won't do anything. Her boyfriend won't do anything. Dad has to come over and do all the yard work. Man. Put him on the Cyberpunk bike. Wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. There's just not enough range of motion on this figure. That's a great reference. Thank you. Yeah. How do they not make Khan? I'm trying to figure out what comment this. Oh yeah, they are. It's in progress. I think they're currently just working out the rooted hair versus sculpted hair thing. I seriously hope that they go with sculpted hair on it. I'm not a fan of rooted hair. Most of the time. What we saw with that Anakin Skywalker that was also announced this week, right? Did you? I mean, I've got photos of that. Legitimately looked like the photos from marketing for Revenge of the Sith. You could be forgiven if you looked at it and thought that it was one of the marketing photos. Borg on a blorg. Yeah, all these things you guys are hoping for, you're unable to achieve it. These hoses provide some challenges. Let me just see. I'm going to take a look at it here. Oh yeah, something else I should point out about QMX packaging is they have on the flap they have a QR code. And you scan it, and that gives you your instructional video, which is done by the ever-talented Anthony Lenarski. So yeah, that's cool, right? They're working on it, dude. They're working on it. He's actually shown several teasers for the con figure. But this is obviously arguably the most important figure from the line for a lot of people. So I know they want to get this one right. We may not actually see it for another year or so. Yeah. I shot the prototype. They sent me the prototype. I had the prototype here for like a week and did a round of photography on it. And I think they didn't use any for the packaging. Schubert likes to do the photos himself. So, yeah, that's just his thing. But yeah, seriously, that's it. And oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't even want to bend it any further than that. Did we do a, no, we didn't. I was going to say, did we do a unsealed and reveal to this one? But obviously not. It just came out, so. Sexy Borg time. I'm always up for some sexy Borg time. Borg Queen. Alice Krieg. Krieg? Krieg? I don't know. My high school girlfriend was a Krieg. That's German for war, which says more about my relationship with her than I'm comfortable with. Alright, so that's it. That's our post session. And I don't have anything else to pair with them because I don't have any Star Trek figures anymore. I sold all my QMX original trilogy figures long ago because I'm sure that EXO-6 is going to do them even better. Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I always say that about any character. I mean, I don't care how long. All the people, most of them are noobs who've never really participated in 6-scale collecting to a great extent. But the people that complain that they've put a deposit down on a figure and had to wait more than a year for it, they just don't understand. They don't understand what goes into making them and the level of detail and all the effort it takes to acquire that in production. It's very, very, very hard, and it takes a long time. There are schedules that the factories have to keep. You have to get yourself a slot in that factory's schedule, and everything has to be ready by the time that slot arrives, or you get pushed to the back of the line. So there's a lot of logistical challenges that go into making a single 6-scale figure, and for a figure to be delayed, I welcome that. I welcome that because that means that they spotted something that was amiss and they decided to take the time to fix it. There's no such thing as an emergency action figure. You're gonna get it. But a lot of what I'm seeing out of a lot of these people that complain about such things is it just feels like entitlement. And I mean, maybe I'm biased because I've been a part of the community of people that manufacture these things for so long, but I really do feel that that's an unfiltered and unbiased opinion on the matter. Just calm down, man. It's a toy. At the end of the day, it's a toy. Expensive toy. And we all want them in our collection. But show some empathy, some sympathy for these people that make them and realize that they want them out. They want to get this done just as much as you want them to get it done. Because that's how they make their money. Annie Wershing. Oh. Tragic. She was so good. So good. Alison Pill is one of my favorite actors in the world. Period. She was in Devs. Great in Devs. Anyway. So, short posing session probably equals a short show. Or I could give away a book. Yeah. I've had this sitting here for a while thinking, should I give it away or not? This is Capturing Archetypes, Volume 4. The photography team at Sideshow has long been renowned for being among the best amongst toy photographers. They've got the kit to do it. They've got the studios to do it in. It's a very slick operation. There's a foreword in this by Bobby Moynihan, who's a comedian. And it's written by Andrew Farago. I have no idea who that is. But the photographers involved are Jeanette Villarreal, Cassie Fuertes, and Adam something. Yeah. Cover a retail value of $60. That's what it says on the back. But yeah, I think that none of my photography is in this. There are issues of this volume. There's like volume 2 and volume 3 that have some of my photography in them, but this is after I left the photo department. So, but it's great work, and I think that we're going to go ahead and give this away today to one lucky contestant, and I will be shipping it via media mail because I'm cheap. So it'll take a little time to get there, but it will get there intact. And as you can see, it is still shrink wrapped. So yeah, here we go. The cover is the Sideshow Thanos Avengers Assemble, from the Avengers Assemble line of 5th scale statues. I think. Yeah, I'm almost positive that that's what it is. I did collect that line for a while. The only pieces that I don't have actually are Captain Marvel and Thanos. Probably going to sell those. Yeah. I'll keep the Hulk. Because I don't have another Hulk statue or figure or anything. Yeah, I know. I know. They made that call. They made that call. It's a long, fucked up fairy tale there, but... Anyway, let's do it. Let's do it the same way as always. Let's call up Scott. Hey Siri, call Scott Heinemeyer on speaker.
Calling Scott Heinemeyer. Mobile on speaker.
I've got to come up with a better way to do this, but right now it's just kind of fun to call Scott. If he doesn't pick up, I don't know what I'm going to do. He's not going to pick up. Was he doing something today? I actually can't remember if Scott was doing anything today. Okay. All right. We need a backup plan. So who am I going to call? What was sexy? Oh, yeah, British Siri. Yeah, you can change the accent to have an accent from any English-speaking country. There he is. Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Are you in the middle of your live stream?
I am in the middle of my live stream. Yes.
I'm in the middle of watching Flash.
Oh, are you really? Well, sorry to interrupt that,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed the Flash movie a lot. I hope you do too.
I'm at the too close to the end.
Okay. All right. Yeah, hang on to it, man, because there's some stuff that's coming that's really freaking awesome. Anyway, I need a number between 1 and 100. What do you got for me?
1 in 100?
Yeah. We're doing a giveaway on the show. What's that?
I'm in the middle of putting together the Ahsoka Tano figure,
Okay.
and it seems like to me there's about 36 parts on this figure.
36.
I may be wrong, but
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
my number.
All right. So the number's 36. Okay, man. Thank you.
Yep.
Enjoy the movie.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Scott's really cool. He's also a really great artist. He's got a website, Bougie Eccentric. Yeah, bougieeccentric.com. Like bourgeois. I actually don't know how to spell it, or else I'd drop it in there. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go all the way back up to the top of my screen. And starting with that, oh my gosh. It's actually the first comment from Steve Nara. So counting up to 36 from Steve Nara's comment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 6 to go, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, up. This person already won once, so we're moving up one more to Bad Wolf Media. That's actually appropriate because Bad Wolf is a photographer. So Bad Wolf, if you accept this offering, this prize, let me know in the chats and I will get this thing shipped out to you as quickly as possible. If you choose not to, if you'd rather pass it on to somebody else, let me know that as well. Or if you want me to go ahead and move down one more in the line and want to pass it on or do something that way, then we'll do that. So yeah, let me know. What do you think? Moving all the way down to the bottom here. Where's my bottom thing? There we go. Just saying congrats. I had to lend a hand to our tech guy to replace a monitor on a Mac. You know what? I retract that. I retract this prize. No, we're moving it on to somebody else. So yeah, dude. Sound off in the chats, Bad Wolf. Are you still here? If you're not here, then you can't win. Wow, yes, I will accept with much thanks. Sorry to whomever was next. Congratulations, man. They really are well done. Sideshow has their own graphic arts department, and they are very, very, very much first rate. They do great work at designing and laying out these books. So, yeah. I wonder if they're still doing them. Is that really the second time that happened? Keith Lee was actually the 36 commenter, but he won last time, so I moved on. I'm thinking that you only get to win one time within a specified period of time, like maybe every 6 months. So I'm gonna have to start compiling a list depending on how many of these giveaways that I do. God, what's next in the giveaway pool? You know, it's funny. I actually thought that I lost Keith Lee's prize. I went through a purge of a whole lot of cardboard that was just laying around the house, and I threw away some poster tubes. And when I went out to meet Keith, I intended to take the art print with me to give to him, but I couldn't find it. I looked all over the house, pulling my hair out, and finally just said, I guess I threw it away. Went out, I gave him the bad news, and then promptly the next day I woke up and found it. So, yeah. Great story, dude. Oh, that's fun. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. That'll be, you know who I need to do, who I need to call? The second person that I call needs to be my Aunt Shelley, who's in her 70s now, and just cute as a button. She's so freaking proper. It's just like, oh man, yeah, but she's so freaking sweet, and she doesn't get this at all. She doesn't understand this at all. Okay. Oh, okay. There wasn't. He was working inside the system, and there was one screw that was too small to get seated, and he needed a hand. Okay. Yeah, man, that was fun. I loved working on my computer. In fact, it made me want to do it more. In fact, I'm thinking about upgrading a few more things as well, like getting a new fan in there, maybe. I don't know. Might get the Jawa. That's cool. What else do I have here? What else can I do here? I've got some time. There's so many figures that I could unbox. Anybody want me to unbox a figure? Say something. Say something. Let's try this. That's not what I wanted. I'm assuming that people will enjoy me unboxing a figure. I don't think I'll have time to pose it up. Oh, dude. That's a good call. Okay, let's see. These are our options. Why won't it let me add another option? That's so weird. That's weird because it lets me add multiple options in a pre-show poll, but apparently when I'm actually trying to Miles on bike? That's what we want? Miles on bike. Okay. Okay, let's get into Miles. Gotta walk back and get it. Walk back and get Miles. Fortunately, I don't have to walk 500 miles. Oh, that's funny. It was right here at the desk the whole time. Okay. Oh. Yeah. We've confirmed that Terry's wearing pants. Okay, and I'll also need the bike, obviously. You know, if it winds up being a situation where Miles won't actually sit on the bike properly, I'm going to feel a little foolish. But there are ways that we can circumvent that. That's not going to be a problem. So let's move Locutus out of the way. And we're going to show off this gorgeous box. And it is gorgeous. Hey, Kumar joined us. Look at that. Another channel member. Awesome. Awesome, Kumar. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, the show, and all my endeavors here on YouTube. Wow, everybody's... Let's see. Oh, Farès had to go? Okay, sorry, man. That's fun. That's fine. Not fun. It's fun and fine. Hopefully you're having fun. Yeah, so this is gorgeous. And, yeah, dude, it's really great to have. Oh, you just wanted it for that, right? Yeah? Okay, let's move right along here. I'm gonna go ahead and slide this off. This is one of the... I wanted this figure even before I played the game. Even before I played the Spider-Man game. I need a blade. Ah! My most ungainly blade. But a blade all the same. Paratool. It's also one of my sharpest blades, because I haven't used it that often. And as always, I cut from the bottom, because, I don't know, maintains the illusion of integrity of the box like it's been unopened. There's going to be a lot of noise because my neighbor is running a weed eater. Look at all the stuff this thing comes with. Look at all that. You hear that? That's not annoying at all. There's this backdrop that it comes with that I'm probably never going to use, but I set it up. If you go to the first look and check out the first look, then I set this whole thing up, and it's really, really cool. But I'll probably never mess with that on my in my display. I'm really only in it for the figure, and really only into the figure for this particular thing. How annoying is that weed eater? Should I call it? Or are we willing to suffer through the weed eater long enough for me to break open this, pull some plastic out? And here is absolutely everything that comes in the box. Try to get it up there in light. Yeah? No? Okay, thank you, Bad Wolf. It's so cool. It's just, man. It's a stunning suit. It actually does light up thanks to a USB connection. I want to say that it's back here. Yeah. Hidden underneath the jacket is a USB port for lighting up the suit and the eyes. And I want to say this is the first one that Hot Toys did with that feature, I think. Now they're implementing that same thing in lightsabers, obviously, which is also a welcome thing. Okay. Yeah, it really is, Luis. It really is stunning. Okay. Sorry that's taking so long. I'm uncharacteristically irritated by the weed eater. But, you know, consequence of having neighbors. You know why I'm irritated? Now that he's mowing her yard, I have to mow my yard. That's it. That's really why. Don't cut the hand. Don't cut the hand. Fuck. There's my F-bomb for the day. The tape is proving even more annoying than usual. And pull that off. And yeah, the portraits, it doesn't, you can't really tell, but there are eyes behind that mask. Come on. Oh, stop giving fuel to Bad Wolf. Wow, you're being really obnoxious today. So you can see that there are eyes beneath there, but you can't really see them until they're lit up. So it's very, very much a welcome thing that they do that. This guy attaches by a magnet right there, so it just kind of hangs out. The do it again now that it's in focus, but it has Walkman just kind of attaches there by a magnet, so that's super cool. I've already got set up the necessary USB ports on those cabinets. Hi, Piper. Well, how are you doing? By the way, another cool accessory is this little Spider-Man hologram from the challenges. Yeah, I'll have to figure out a way to maybe I can find a way to like set him up on the bike, like he's being projected by the bike and having a conversation with Miles. That would be fun. If only he lit up. Okay. Let's see. Now the downside is there aren't really, the hands that he comes with aren't really going to work for holding on to handlebars. And I really wanted to try to do the Akira pose for a photograph, but I'm not going to be able to pull that off. I don't think. Set this over here for now. And once again, I was wondering where that clamshell topper went. It's right there under my feet. There we go. Anybody else hot, or is it just me? Hi, Piper. What's wrong? You okay? She got a potty? Piper might have to go outside. Better do this quick. You gotta go outside? Or is that noise bothering you? It's bothering me. I hate gas-powered weed eaters. They're too loud. Okay, here we go. Look at that bike! Come on, guys. I got this question in after the buzzer last week, but I'm still curious. Why does Sideshow and possibly other companies refer to portraits instead of face or heads? It's more impressive. I don't know. But I kind of tend to like that we use portraits. I dig it a lot. So here we go. Is this going to work? Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay, let's see here. There's that. Oh, dudes, it's gonna work. 1 foot down on this side, propping it up. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. My concern is that there's such a bend here. I'm worried about the integrity of the suit. So eventually I might just wind up having him with both feet planted on the ground, just astride the bike. But for the purpose of this, I just want to see if it'll achieve it. And it looks like it will. And then we're going to rotate his body a little bit that way. Oh, this is hard to do it backwards. As a photographer, portrait either means vertical photos or studio. Well, yeah. Well, let's look up the definition. See what the dictionary has to say about portrait. A painting, drawing, photograph, or engraving of a person, especially one depicting only the face or head and shoulders. Format of printed matter or screen display that is higher than it is wide, or, yeah, see more? That's pretty much it. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like it works. Dude, it never takes me this long to weed whack this yard. All right, so I'm going to do this with him. There we go. And turn that head. There we go. And I think that's it. What do you think? Can you even tell? Let's clear this comment off. There we go. Let's kind of spin it around here. Not very much room on this, so I'll have to turn the... There we go. There we go. Right? It's just... Come on, dude. Is he mowing my yard too? I mean, if so, I'll stop bitching. But, wow. You might want to change his... Well, see, the gripping hands won't go over the handlebars. And, like, this is the closest that this figure comes to gripping hands. So, I mean, the only other thing that I can do with him at this point, I don't even know, because of the suit, I don't even know if he'll lean forward. Oh, yeah, he will. Yeah, there's a lot of challenges with this figure because you don't want to hurt the costume. The arm's only bend 90 degrees. So I don't even know. Like, yeah, I don't think, he won't even reach that far forward. Anyway. There we go. Okay, so that can happen. That's cool. Yeah. Almost there. Almost there. Actually, the hands are pretty nicely shaped for gripping these big-ass handlebars. Or at least a close enough facsimile to gripping the handlebars. If I can just get them down there. There we go. Did that sacrifice? Yeah, it did. Okay. There we go. Move that leg back. Get him further down. And yeah, we got it. Good. Let's grab focus here. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Is it working? Yeah, it looks pretty rad, right? I think it was a good call. That's amazing. I'm gonna try to spin it around here a little bit. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm totally happy with my decision to affect this combo. Bitchin'. Okay, that's it, guys. It's 10:45. I've got stuff to do. Piper clearly needs to go outside because she's piecing around, and I really don't want to have to clean up another mess today. Yeah, same thing with me right up until, well, not the same thing with me. I was there reading the comic book when Miles was introduced. So I'm very familiar. I have a long history of with Miles Morales, and the game was sadly the last thing that I did. Kevin, I almost called you a little bit ago. We needed somebody to pick a number, but Scott called me back, so everything was cool. Welcome, man. As you can see, I'm playing with a Miles Morales Spider-Man 2020 Suit 6 scale figure plus Yaiba Kusanagi bike from Cyberpunk 2077. Just a little mix and match sort of thing going on here. But yeah, it's fun. Oop. Good God, neighbor. Oh, you know what that is? Hang on. He's cutting up the tree branch. Yeah. He ate the weeds and now he's cutting up a tree branch that fell across my fence. So you're forgiven. All is forgiven, neighbor. I'm sure he's watching this and I'm sure he's greatly relieved. Anyway, so that's all I got for today, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get stuff done. I've been saying it for 2 weeks, but I really hope to put the wraps on that Iron Man Origins video and get that publicized. And then at this point, now that I'm going to have some extra time in the studio, now that my studio is not going to be dominated by Sideshow all week, I hope to actually get on course to consistently developing a new video every Thursday for the channel that's going to go live strictly for channel members. until Saturday after the live stream. So you'll be able to watch my unboxing videos starting Thursday night if you're a channel member. If you're not a channel member, if you're simply a subscriber, then you'll be able to watch those videos directly after the live stream. I'm going to premiere those videos directly after the live stream. So it'll be like an after party in the chat. So we can continue chatting while we watch some pre-recorded content. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I'm not known for my, for what do you call it? Function. Managerial function, some kind of function. Anyway, executive function. That's it. I'm not known for my executive function, but I'm doing the best that I can. Terry's gonna go shake his fist at his neighbor. No, probably not. He's actually a really good guy. His daughter and her boyfriend are kind of not sociable. They just ignore me. Like, I'll be standing out there in my yard doing stuff, and they'll be out there doing, and not a single greeting. It's so weird. And making sure I didn't have, oh, Fanatics is here. Hey, dude, good to see you. Oh, did he really? That's fun. That's really cool. Is that still viewable? I'm not really familiar with Twitch. I don't have a Twitch account or anything like that, but when you do stuff like that on Twitch, does it live on in perpetuity, or is it live and then done? Is it live and then done? Because, yeah, I wish I'd known that. I wish he told me. I would have, I don't know. You heard those ab ratchets? Yeah, that's a welcome thing. I agree. Like that, yeah. Yeah, I wish that the cable would reach to my oh, I guess I could. Oh, it doesn't come with a USB cable. You have to furnish your own, so I've got to go out and buy one. Gotta go, guys. Piper's got to pee right now. So everybody have a good weekend. Have a great week after that, and I will see you next week. Until then, until next time, be good to your plastic. Peace out. Oh, there we go. One more.